Listen, gone are the days when studying abroad is a huge and a big deal, and funding abroad is something that people don't even want to think about. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 unique and effective ways to fund your education abroad. Studying abroad remains one of the best ways to move abroad in 2024 and beyond, because it gives you opportunity to actually broaden your career, and a lot of people have used studying abroad to become permanent residents in any country that they have decided to go to. So you want to watch this video till the very end, because I'm going to be sharing with you how I managed to secure my own funding, and I'm currently studying in the United States, and how a lot of people are doing it as well. You may as well get a pen and a paper, because I'm going to be sharing with you a ton of value in this video and resources that will actually help you. Welcome to episode 4 of the Short Steps series. This series I carefully arranged to actually help you to apply and also secure funding for your education abroad. A lot of people have come to me asking me or trying to apply, and they don't have even the application fees and all of that, and I decided to put together this series of videos so that anyone who is interested in using the study route can actually follow it step by step and actually make that dream a reality. So if you have not watched the first 3 episodes, you might as well watch those episodes, including this one, and share with someone who wants to make their move abroad in 2024 a reality, because I believe that this will really help. Okay, if you are seeing this face for the first time, my name is Linda Eze. I'm a registered nurse, and I currently live and work in the United States, and I also study full-time for my advanced degree. My one on my list, and a very important one, is school-based scholarship. School-based scholarship are those scholarships that are offered by the individual schools that you are applying to. So first of all, before applying to any school, it is good to go to their website, go to their financial aid section, and see what they offer to international students in terms of application fee waiver, guaranteed scholarship, need-based scholarship, merit-based scholarship. And if you don't find those information and you are confused, communication is key, and that is where a lot of people actually get it wrong. So before I applied for my program, I communicated with the admissions team and actually told them about my background, why I want to study that particular program in their school. Try to find out if there is something that they actually offer their students. Sometimes you want to be very specific. You will not just say what they offer. Some of them might not be able to give you orders, so you tell them, funding is actually something that I'm interested in. Do you have scholarship for international students? Do you have application fee waiver? Be specific. That way you get the most out of the admissions team, because sometimes they might not be forthcoming with, okay, these are the funds we have, because sometimes those funds that they have may be limited, so they are looking for people who really need it. So you want to share your background with them. You tell them, I'm really interested in this course, I have good grades from school. You want to say yourself a little bit, and why you want to study that course, and why you want to be in their school. Like say that you have seen a lot of people who have studied in their school, you have seen the international students in their school, and all of that. You feel is going to be good for your career, and you are low on funding. You want to know if there are funding opportunities in their school. Do they have need-based scholarship or merit-based scholarship that they have available that you can explore? So that way they will know that you are interested in the funding part and not just the application process, because sometimes they will feel like you are inquiring about the application process and the requirement and all of that. So you want to get all that information with them. A good resource though about this is Education USA. So Education USA is part of the U.S. Bureau of Education and Cultural Affairs. You find it in many countries. It's in Nigeria, Kenya, in so many other African countries. I have seen these people help Nigerians, help people from Africa study in the United States. So I've interviewed someone that actually is a beneficiary of their program on this channel, and he has finished undergraduate program on a full ride scholarship and studying graduate program, maybe not with the education, but now when he find out after studying in the United States, he was able to get another scholarship on full ride scholarship as well for advanced degree. So this one, you really want to write it down and go and research about them. So this particular organization, they actually they offer advising and the immigration and whatever it is that you need to study in the United States. However, this is done on a fee. but have what they call Education USA Opportunity Fund Program. So that fund program is to help people who have high potential but they don't have the money. So the person I'm talking about used this particular method. So I can't remember him sharing that he paid them anything for all the advising and all the support, the immigration and moving to the United States and all of that. So they have the need-based program, the scholarship fund program, where they help you without a fee. And this is usually on the undergraduate level. I have only seen people who have succeeded on the undergraduate level. I know someone who is working with who works with them for the postgraduate level that recently got a full ride scholarship for advanced degree, but I'm not sure if they are the one that fully supported her to get this. Maybe she got it on her own, but I know that right from time she was working with Education USA. So people do not know about this. I didn't know about them because I also tried to move abroad with study. I applied for the popular scholarships that many people go for. I applied and got to admission and gave up on those admission because the school fees were like too much, and then the scholarships were not that I was applying for were not forthcoming. But I didn't know about these other ones. So if you're already getting value on this video, do me a favor and like this video, because that way the YouTube algorithm works in a way that it will promote this video so that more people who are looking for this information will be able to see it. You're also supporting this channel that way for free, by the way, and thank you so much if you do that. Two on my list is the work and study program in the United States, which usually comes in form of fellowships, graduate assistantships, research assistants, teaching assistants. So this actually is a way of like exchanging work for your tuition fees. So you get admission with a job offer to work as a graduate assistant while your school fees is wide for you, and they will just give you a living expenses. Sometimes they provide accommodation. This is a popular one these days that a lot of people are using to study in the United States. However, for you to be able to get this opportunity to get a work and study positions in your school, you need to do research and actually ask for it. So before you apply for the program, it's advisable to communicate with the admissions team, the program director, ask them that you're interested in their graduate assistant position or teaching assistant position or research position in their school, and if they have such opportunities available. What I have noticed is that a lot of schools actually have this, but of course they won't offer this to every international student. So you want to make sure that that is available in that school. If it's not available in the school, maybe it's available for that particular program that you're applying to. Because you know, like if you apply for engineering, for instance, you want to know if for engineering faculty, engineering, the particular type of engineering that you want to do, whether they have such positions, the graduate assistant position, research assistant position, teaching assistant position. And then if they have that available, you can go ahead and apply. Ask them for the process of applying. And if you already have admission and you skipped this part, or peradventure at this time you already have admission and you did not communicate to anybody, it's still not late. You can go ahead and communicate and tell them that you got this admission in their school, thanking them, say, I got this admission in your school, however I'm low on funding, I'm wondering if you have graduate assistant position, research assistant position. If that program you're applying to does not have, you go for the graduate office in that school, ask them for resources, ask them if they have graduate assistant position or other positions in the school that you can apply to, and then when you get such offers, then you'll be able to fund your education that way. People can also go to the international office. So in the United States, they also have the international office that oversees the national students. You can actually communicate with them that you got this admission in this school, they don't have that you got this admission in this school, and you're trying to find ways to make sure that you don't give up on that admission, telling them the reason that why you really want to study in that school, what you already have, asking them for resources that or graduate assistant. I usually campaign for people being specific, because that way they know how to help you. If they have research assistant position, teaching position, graduate assistant position that you can apply to anywhere in the school. So it means that even if you don't work for that particular program, that particular department, you can work any other place in the school if they have such. And what they can also do for you is that if they don't have such positions, they can give you more resources or some other places that you can apply to, you know, that will be very, very helpful. So you want to explore all of this before you get admission. After you get admission, and just don't give up on this. So if this doesn't work, go to the next step, go to the next step, and go to the next step. Number 3 effective way of funding your education abroad is through partial funding and loan. So this is the method that I particularly used, and you want to make sure you have explored number 1 extensively, explore number 2 extensively before you explore this number 3, especially as an international student coming from abroad. When I was applying for the school, I employed everything that I've shared with you on step 1 and step 2. I communicated with the admissions team and found out the resources that they actually have for students, especially if students that did not have their first degree, second degree from the United States. So they gave me the resources that they have, such as application fee waiver or guaranteed scholarships that they have. And then I asked for that, like other discounts, what else they can do. I told them about my background. I shared like I wasn't very conservative, because that way they are able to help you further. So I wanted to do another master's degree in the particular field that I wanted to do. But then when I was now asking questions, telling them my background, they said, oh well, you already have this background already, then this program is not suitable for you. We'll offer you a postmaster's program, and this is what it's going to be. So, and that actually helped me to reduce the school fees from paying the full school fees to paying half of the fees. And further to this, I still asked them, oh, do you have other resources, other discounts? Do you have other scholarships? He said it's not really scholarships, but it is like a discount. We are working with an international organization for nurses. If you join that membership, will give you, I think I got almost 5,000 or more of a discount for joining that program, and that gave me huge tips. So what I can say with this is that it is possible to get partial funding just by communicating, because sometimes you may not be able to navigate every detail on their website, and communicating with the admission team will be able to give you everything and give you a personalized advice based on your experience, based on the qualifications that you have already. So there is this myth that whatever scholarship is, whatever program you studied in your school is not acceptable abroad. That is not true, and I'm speaking from experience. So what I, even with so many research that I do and how many years I've tried to study abroad, I still had that, like, I still had that feeling that maybe the education I studied, like my previous education, will not be able to benefit me when I'm studying certain program, because maybe they are different. But there are core courses, like let's say research, statistics, all those things that you have done, that they can actually transfer to the new one that you want to do. So that's what happened. They transfer some of the credits that I have already from my previous studies to this one, and that brought down the fees down. So some people that have actually booked one-on-one with me, and this is some of my advice: make sure you are exploring everything you already have. So when you are researching and you find a school, don't just say, oh, their school fees is so much. If you see the comment section of some of the videos I made recently about nursing and all of that, people say, oh, the school fees is so much. What people don't know is that with your own background, there may be courses that you have done in the past that will earn you some credits in the next course that you're going to be doing. And then when you tell them that you have done those things, that's the only way they can give you discounts, okay? And the discount is usually very huge. So if you're supposed to pay 3,000 for 4,000 for that particular course, and you have done it in the past, they will credit it to you. And some schools also have a way of verifying documents on their own, so you don't have to go through international body. All those things is what you can find out by communicating. So this third one is by getting partial scholarship, and then what I now use to finance the second part of this is loan. So I apply for student loan and I combine the two, and that's how I'm studying. For international students, there are so many organizations that are coming out these days that will help you whether you have a guarantor or not. However, some people still apply to these loan companies and they still did not get it. So that is where I come in. So before making this video, I contacted some of these loan companies and really asked them the information, because you may not be able to find, like I wasn't able to find. I was calling on phone to find out the main information, that why some people will not get this funding, why some people will get this funding, and I will continue to share as we go along in this video. Number 4 on my list is full scholarship. So this one is the competitive one. So you want to apply to any scholarship at all for studying in the United States, for studying in Canada, if Canada, or any country at all. So when you see all those scholarships that are coming out that people are thinking is very competitive, the way you're thinking that these scholarships are competitive, the Fulbright scholarship and all these other scholarships that you normally hear about, or the way you're thinking that is very competitive, that is the same way another person is thinking, oh, this is competitive and all of that. So you want to, this step that you want to take is still researching. Don't just dive into applying for those scholarships. First of all, go to the scholarship website, find people who already have won that scholarship in the past, try to connect with them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or in the particular schools where they are studying. Link up with them, ask them, I'm applying for this scholarship. Are there any tips that you can give to me? How did you manage to get this scholarship? A lot of people are able to get insider information on how to get this scholarship or what really helped them, the resources that they use when they are applying, the kind of experiences that they included in their essays, how they submitted their application. Some people get this scholarship like past the essay part and the application part, and then during the interview stage they are not able to pass it. So what you can do is, after applying and God's willing, you are able to get the first part, get through the first part of the application, you want to also find someone to coach you so that during the interview you excel as well. So even if you have gone through the first, second and third, you also want to explore all this program. I also do this. So what I do right now, even though I have the funding, I have the discount, any other scholarships that come out in the school, I still apply. I will show you even the email of the one I applied after this one, because one thing is I have noticed is that once you have started your program at all, so that's why sometimes it's not good that when you get the admission at all, you give up based on funding. If you're able to fund through loan or through partial scholarship, when you are studying, you can also look out for other scholarships, right? You can look out for other scholarships from my particular school. If you have done a number of credits, like more than 20 credits in that school, then you qualify to apply for other scholarships. And even though I have all this funding, I still apply so that it will reduce my loan. So when I get the scholarship, I'll credit it towards the loan. So I don't have it to reduce how much I am taking to study. Okay, to reduce how much I'm studying. So if you are using all these other loan companies, and when you're studying, you are also applying for all these popular scholarship. That way, once you get a scholarship, you credit it towards your loan, and that will reduce the amount of money you'll be owing when you finish studying. So getting a loan, starting school does not stop you from continuing to apply for scholarship. And one thing I have noticed is that when you are already studying, when you already have the admission, you have a higher chance, the competition reduce drastically. I mean, you are more likely to get the funding than people who have not even started and they are still applying for scholarship. Again, is that when you have already started, many more opportunities are open because you are more qualified for many more scholarships, okay? Because you're already in school and they have a reason to fund that education that you have already started. You are more committed, like they already see the potential that you have already started, and you are more likely to finish. So if you have not got into something already, it is more difficult. Once you get into it, that's the way. So my goal is that by the time I finish my studying, the loan that I'll have to pay back will be very, very little, if not paid off in time. So any scholarship at all, whether it's $1,000 they are offering, $2,000 they are offering, applying for scholarship is very, as far as you really know why you are going into that course, what you have already, applying is a breeze. So I just take out like 1 hour to 2 hours, write my essays, apply, ask my tutors, if getting recommendation letter is difficult for you, when you have already started studying and you have formed this relationship with your instructors, that way you can get recommendation letters easily. Write emails to them immediately, write my essays, and I am submitting all those. So no matter how much they are offering, I go for it. Number 5 on my list is using exclusively personal finance and loan. So number 5 is one that if you have tried everything, this is your last resort. Instead of giving up, is using the money that you have saved, maybe people that are supporting you, and you use loan to combine it to now make your dream a reality. And like I said, it is the 5th one for a reason. It is the last resort, but it is something that you can fall back on after everything, and making sure that you don't give up on this dream. Studying abroad actually opens up lots of opportunities for you, and I will encourage anybody to go through this route because it will help your career a lot. You are able to get better positions when you graduate. You are able to get permanent residences in those countries. You are able to significantly improve your life and the lives of people around you. So if you want to study abroad in 2024 or any other year, it is good for you to start saving up from, because you may want to write standardized exams, you may want to travel back and forth to cities to, for your passport, for everything. If you don't have passport at all, that is even a start. You need to save up. Personal scholarship will not pay for your passport, of course. So you want to save up and actually get an international passport. You want to write standardized exam if you're really looking for scholarship, especially on the undergraduate level. Even though you're applying to all these schools that say you don't need IELTS or SAT and all of that, getting those standardized results actually improves your chances of getting this scholarship, because they will see your commitment. They will see that you are above so many other people that are applying without these things. Okay, so you want to save up and apply. And from my own experience, I'll say that saving up actually helps. When I moved abroad, I only saved for my IELTS, and when I passed that IELTS, a lot of people have seen the commitment. They've seen, oh, she has passed this exam, and they were supporting me. There's some people who found my hotel. When I go to Lagos, I will stay in a hotel close to the place I'm going to write the exam and all of that, because they have already seen I've taken that first step. But before then, if you are talking about abroad, they are removing their face because you want to start asking for them for. But if you have shown that commitment by going the extra mile of getting your passport, writing that first exam, showing them the commitment, people want to support your dream because they know that it's a very worthy one. And again, the other part of loan, because school fees abroad, I know, is huge, and people that can actually pay for everything, So the other part is using loan companies. So we have like Empower, Prodigy Finance, and so many other companies that are graciously coming out these days to help international students. Even here in the United States, majority of the people actually study with study loans. So when they start paying them off when they finish their school, and they start paying off for over 10 years. So this is also available for international students. And you know what? In 2023, the number of Nigerians that started using this loan, there are so many. And one thing that I have noticed is that some people apply for these loans and they don't get it. And like I mentioned in this video, I was able to communicate with this first one, the Empower, because since last year I've been talking about them on my video, on my channel, and a lot of people actually complain that some people don't actually get this Empower. So I had to communicate with them, call them, email them, ask them, okay, how do you accept students? And if you watch the episode 3 of this video, I talked about the best courses to study. So those courses will help you to be able to get loan because they have high potential. So these loan companies want to see the potential in the course you're studying so that you'll be able to pay back your loan. And the beautiful thing, the reason why I chose to contact Empower is that they also have opportunities on their website where they support students for the immigration part, because one huge challenge is that sometimes you get all this admission, get the funding, and then you are not you don't get the student visa. So they support you with letters, and they also provide the information on how you can also find other scholarships on their website. That means even if you get a loan, you can continue to apply for scholarship and be paying back your loan. You have opportunity of building your credit. You don't need a guarantor, a co-signer, which is really, really huge. So Empower is one of those ones that are really working hard, and I can support you on this if this is what you want to do in 2024 and beyond. If you really want to study this year, you want to apply. So Empower works with certain schools in the United States and in Canada. So if you get admission with any of those schools, and I've gone ahead to recite some of the schools that are included in their program, reputable one including University of Texas, University of Texas A&M University, Texas Tech University, so many universities in Texas. I'm in Texas and I love schools in Texas, especially because many of them do not require IELTS. They also have other schools, University of Pittsburgh, University of Michigan, that have all these interesting nursing courses as well that they have partnered with. That means if you get admission with any of those schools and you don't get scholarship, you can get a loan to actually study, and I can support you on this journey. So if you have already gotten your admission, you have your admission letter, I can help support you to apply for this and actually monitor it. If there's any problem along the line, I can communicate with them and make sure that you secure the funding that you need to study in your dream country. So guys, if you have not yet liked this video, if you have not yet subscribed on this channel, if you have not yet shared with someone that you know this will help, then I don't know what to tell you. Please like this video so that the algorithm will support it in making it available to so many people that need this information. Subscribe on this channel, share with someone. I hope you took a lot of notes because I shared a lot of gems on this video right now. I mean, if you watch this video and you apply to a school and you don't, and your reason for not studying abroad is funding, then I don't know what to tell you. And in my subsequent videos, I'm going to be really going into how to research these schools one at a time. I believe I should be doing it on live sessions. Because of schooling, work, and everything, time is limited, but I'm going to be doing this as well. So I wish you best of luck in 2024 and beyond. Thank you and bye-bye.